Yes. Hello, everyone. How's it going? It's Monday night, baby. Monday night sauce with myself, Dominic, and Sean. Come on, let's have it. Mate, I'm here. I'm here. I'm trying to keep myself perked up. It's been a busy day at work, probably for everyone. But I'm here not to talk about work. I'm here to talk about what I have for dinner. I'm here to talk about Manchester United. It is transfer deadline day, the most boring day of the year so far. Nothing really to say on that, and I don't really care because today we're talking about the Manchester United v Southampton preview to that huge game tomorrow, and also we're going to talk a little bit about the fallout of that loss. I say loss because it felt like a loss. That draw felt like a loss, and it still hurts me a bit. But look, we've had some time to breathe. I've had some time to breathe. You have too, Sean, and we can talk about it systematically. We can talk about it in a way where, you know what, let's put everything on one piece of paper and talk about it, because there's things we can talk about. I've called this show, Where is the Progress? And guys, tonight we're going to answer that. There's going to be some people saying, hey, what are you talking about, Dominic? We've made loads of progress. Oh, yeah. And there's going to be loads of people that are saying, well, we've made some progress, but have we made a lot of progress? Sean, we're going to get your thoughts. We're going to get our thoughts. We're going to get people in the comments thoughts. But tonight it's all about having fun about our team, because if you're not having fun, what is the point? Do you know what I mean? Let's just talk about it. Let's have it up and enjoy it. Guys, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. I think we're only 8 away from 300 subscribers, which would be epic. Again, my name is Dominic. This is Sean. I'm going to have some fun. Don't forget to like the video as well. It really, really helps. And Sean, let's get straight into it, man. Sean, this is transfer deadline day, and it is so dry. It is so dry, mate. And Sean, for the first time, I'm not actually upset, mate. I'm not upset that it's drier. I'm not upset that it's drier than your elbow, and I know your elbow is dry.
Bro, what are you talking about? Look, fresh.
Your elbow is
moisturized.
dry.
Bro, man's always moisturized out here, bro.
Mate,
let's
cocoa butter. Cocoa butter, man.
Coconut oil, fresh. Organic,
coconut oil.
Natural coconut oil, all day, every day.
I hear you, man. But honestly, I'm not very upset that that we're in the situation where I'm not upset. I'm wondering myself, how are you feeling about deadline day, mate?
Bro, if you didn't mention it, I would not even known it was transfer deadline day. Until when you said that on the intro, I was like, is it actually? But then I was like, well, no, that must have been yesterday because it's the 1st of February, right? So
yeah.
Transfer must be already shut already.
No, they've extended it to the 1st. That's today.
Bro, that shows how much attention I'm paying to the transfer window. Bro, I'm not paid any attention to the transfer window. Normally, I'm that guy who's looking at all the articles, watching all the videos, looking and thinking, who are we going to sign, who are we going to buy? Yeah. And I think there's 2 elements to that. Whereas there's the element of, look what's happening in the world. Like, there's so many bigger things going on around us. Look at the environment we're in around COVID, financially, in terms of the restrictions. I'm not really expecting us to do any business, glazonomics, as people want to call it. But also the other element to that is I'm actually, where the squad is at right now, I am comfortable in terms of where we're at, the progression that we've made, how the season is playing itself out. And I'm looking forward to the summer, because for me, that's where the big business is gonna get done. It's not like last season when we were losing to Burnley, we're in 8th place. We needed signings, right?
But you're not happy
in that place anymore.
But you're not just correct people, because people might take your word literally. You're not happy how the season's playing out. You're just saying we don't need to go and get someone in January, right?
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. So
you're happy with how the season's playing out?
Dom, before I can answer that, can you just double check where we are in the league, please, mate?
No. Okay, mate.
Just tell me where we're in the league.
Sean, can you just explain it? Can you make your answer a bit more 3 or 4D? Because I don't think a lot of people will be happy the way that the season's playing out at the moment, mate. Like, I'm talking about now, our last couple of games, our form.
No, but that's not the season. The season as a whole. Up to now, how many games we played? 20 games?
Okay. But the way you said playing out, that means like the rest of the season. We're in limbo, mate.
No, so this is the thing, right? I can't say we're in limbo after we've lost 1 game since November. That's 3 months.
Yeah, no, but mate, Sean, you know what I'm talking about when I say limbo. Mate, I'm not talking about flicking. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we're in a situation where we don't. Mate, you can't dance at all. We're in a situation. We're in a situation where I don't know, like in terms of our strategy, if we can do it for the long haul. And I'm not talking about what we've done up to now. We've talked about this, Sean. We're in a situation at the moment where we can't sustain a title run because things aren't clicking, and there's deficiencies in our squad, our players, the way we play football. So the way you're saying you're happy with how it's playing out, for me, I would rephrase that and say I'm happy of where we've got to, but I'm concerned about how the rest of the season is going to go.
That's for you. Yeah. I'm not concerned by it. And I'll tell you why. Dom, I've accepted after that game against Arsenal, where I built it up. I said there was 2 games I built up. I said, if we go to Anfield and we get 3 points, I said we'll win the league. I said if we go to Anfield and get a draw, we can possibly win the league. Then obviously we went there, we drew. Then I said, going into this Arsenal game, after the Sheffield United loss, I said, if we are genuinely in this title race, we must go to the Emirates and get 3 points to show people that actually, you know what, we've reacted. It was a night off, bad day at the office against Sheffield United. We are seriously about going for this title.
And it didn't happen.
And it didn't happen. So what I'm saying is, and what I said immediately after the game, I think for me, that showed me that these players are not ready yet. We're close, but we're not ready to mount a serious title challenge, right?
So you agree with me? I just literally said that.
That's okay, Dom. That's okay. Because at the start of the season, I would have never expected us to seriously mount a title challenge. Like, we were overly achieving to be in the position that we were, right? And in my eyes, the goal coming into the season was to finish at least better than we did last season, so 3rd or above, and close the points gap on Liverpool and Manchester City.
What about winning something,
and win a trophy? And we're well on track to do all 3 of those goals.
We're well on track to win a trophy.
We're one track.
By the way,
how many competitions we in?
I'm not being negative at all. I'm just saying, I'm actually, are we well on track to win a trophy? Because this show is saying, where is the progress? You're saying we're well on track to win a trophy. I'm asking you outright.
I said, we're well positioned. We're still in the FA Cup, okay? We're still in the Europa League,
okay?
And as I said to you, again, if you go back and watch a couple of shows for people that are new, all the shows are there. I keep all my receipts, brother. I keep all my receipts.
Yeah, okay? mate. I think you ordered some wrong things, though, mate.
So what I'm saying is, the Europa League, and I believe personally, is our best chance of winning a trophy. So
I know, but mate, we've gone through this. Sean, just to rely on everybody. I'm going to come to the comments in a second, because Sean says we're well on track to win the Europa League. Look, I'm not being pessimistic. I'm a realist. I love my team. I want us to be successful. I want us to have the best chance in any tournament we're in, right? But you've got to understand what teams are left in the Europa League. Like, Sean, there's a lot of teams, mate. There's Arsenal.
Tell me. Hit me with some names. Hit me with the names.
I'm telling you right now, you just butt in. There's there's a lot of teams, mate. Arsenal, Roma, flicking Nice, Benfica, Napoli, Real Sociedad, obviously, who are playing, Leicester, Villarreal, Tottenham. Mate, there's a lot of people and hard teams left in this league. So for you to say, like, that's our best chance. Look, I'm just being a realist, right? I want our team to succeed. I want us to have the best opportunity. I understand what you're saying in terms of, okay, we're not there yet, and we just got to just get to grips with it. But at the same time, for me to turn around and say, where's the progress? I'm going to answer it. I'll be honest with you. I've seen progress outwards in terms of, like, the manager getting rid of the toxic players and trying to buy in a certain way. But on the pitch, the progress is not as much as I need. Let me go to the comments. What is going on? Very well, Fleck, my man. How's it going, brother? Ian Romero might go. Rojo might go. Klongs gone. Who's Klongs? Is that
Lings? Jay Lings. You must be talking about Lingard.
Klongs. K Longs. I don't know. Transfer Deadwood Day.
I don't get it.
Jesus.
Let him clarify. Arjun, me and Dom, we're not getting that, man. Where are you going with that one?
Yeah, let me know that, because I like the way it sounds, but I don't get it. But I love the transfer Deadwood Day. Jesus, yeah. There's a lot more going on there in the flicking forest, I'll tell you. Jay Ling's gone. There you go.
Got you. Yeah, we got it.
Usman, what's going on? Phil Jones survives every
mate, that guy, he's worse than the cat. He's the cat that got 9 lives, mate.
Honestly, how's he doing it? Paolo, good to have you here, man. With that board, probably nothing's going to happen this summer either.
No, I don't know about that.
Well, I think we have to because we just have to. But I just hope it's the right person we go for. And we must go for Sancho and Haaland in the summer with Upper Meccano, Bundesliga frenzy, baby. You know what, mate?
Oh,
do you know how many people have gone to Bayer Leverkusen? We've got Amari Gray's gone to Bayer Leverkusen. Fosu Mensah went to Bayer Leverkusen. Obviously, Chong went to Bayer Leverkusen. No, where did he go? Did he go to Bayer Leverkusen or did he go to Wolfsburg?
No, he might. I think he's at Wolfsburg. You know.
Maybe. Anyway, loads of people are going to the German league, you know. I don't know if they want a day off.
You know what?
I don't know if they're like, you know what, let's do it Igalo. Look, Igalo, right? I love this as well. My man Igalo came to Manchester United and obviously he was at the Chinese club, I think. He's not even going back there, mate. He's going to another Saudi Arabian club. This guy is so jokes. Very well played. 21 games, 12 wins, 5 draws, 4 losses, 37 goals scored. Conceded 27, 7 clean sheets and 41 points. Very well done. Very well, Fleck. Yeah, I see that, man. You know what? We're going to go into those stats, actually. Thank you for bringing that up, brother. Shout Ali. Yes, what's going on, my brother, man? Good to see you here. Theodore, what's going on? I love this guy. Sean is Ollie's lies way too hard. Let's just enjoy football and acknowledge that a lot of people under United's payroll are just happy to be there.
Theodore.
Yes, Mark. Man, Mark speaks the truth. You know, he goes in. I like this guy. He's so cool.
Big up, Mark. Big
up, Mark. Werder Bremen. That's it. Sufan always helped me out. Freaking love
My
Sufan.
Man, Sufan.
Wesley, you know what? Wesley, I love Wesley. He uses Twitter in the right way because you know sometimes you got like a couple of flicking characters. You can't say how you're feeling in one flicking tweet. But my man does those connected tweets, and I loved it. He tweeted really well today, guys. Go check it out on Twitter. My conversation with Wesley. He said, we ain't winning the league. That's how I feel. Too inconsistent. Can't trust these players. We miss that mentality. 3 semi-finals bottled. It's so true. If you want to win a trophy, the FA Cup is the best shout. Yeah, for me, the Europa League is too tough, Sean.
So, Dom,
is that
tough. So tell me why you think we got more chance of winning the FA Cup than Europa League.
You know why? Because
I don't see it.
The FA Cup, right, it's just with... I should have got all the FA Cup people up, but this is about the preview for Southampton. But the FA Cup is one of those leagues where it's domestic, right? You'd kind of know how people play and you've probably played them before. With all these freaking foreign teams, you haven't got a clue. And people keep saying the Premier League's the best league in the world. Every time we play a foreign team, we get shown up. Like, do you know what I mean? They're like, oh, they can play football. Like, the German league is not a farmers' league. People are just having jokes. I'm here for it, but the German league is strong, like, in terms of, like, the best teams up there. So, I don't know, man. It's just...
I'll tell you why I said it at the time.
Yeah.
My main reason for it is that, bro, Man City are in the FA Cup. They're not in the Europa League.
Yeah, but mate, there's still other teams left in the team though, man.
No, but there's no team. No, there's no team that you reeled off all those names. Your Napoli's, your Romas, I think Spurs is probably the hardest game. But look how they're playing now. I'd back us to beat Spurs in a one-off game. In a one-off game, I don't see any team in the Europa League that I'm scared of. But I would say that in a one-off game, when it matters, Manchester City, if we came up against them in the FA Cup final, semi-final, I have to say it. I'm sorry. I'm backing Pep to turn us over again.
You know what,
when it matters, we can't beat them. We can't.
No, but this is the problem. What you're saying to me, I'm not trying to be pessimistic, bro. Look, but we've been in 3 semi-finals and bottled it, right? Every Europa League game coming up, to me, is a semi-final because this is so important, right? This is so important. We got to play Real Sociedad, who are playing good ball. You've got Napoli, you've got Tottenham, you've got Arsenal that we couldn't even beat when they had no players. You've got Milan, you've got Leicester, Leverkusen, you've got Olympiacos that we struggled against, PSV. These teams are unknown entities to us more than people that are in a domestic league. So for you to say the Europa League, the best for me, I can't do that, mate. I think our best opportunity is to Sean, talk a bit louder if you can boost your mic a bit.
Okay.
If it's possible, like I think our best opportunity is to 100% is the FA Cup for me. But what I'm seeing and what everybody's seeing, again, guys, this video is about have we made progress? I'm not saying I've lost hope in the team, but I can't rely on them anymore. Sean, you're the most positive person I know in terms of the team. Sometimes people can say that crosses over to deluded river. Like, you know, you got you're like swimming.
Let me just change over my headphones to see if it makes a difference to the mic.
Yeah, all good. Sometimes Sean could be called that he's like going down deluded river, right, with just a paddle and his friend Duck, right? But it's a situation where, for me, we are not a reliable team anymore, guys. We're not reliable. We're not reliable. Like, I can't tell you right now that we're going to turn up to Southampton and beat them. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. I can't say that we're going to turn up to Southampton and beat them tomorrow, Sean. Do you know what I mean? I can't rely on my team like I used to. It's down to the mentality, mate. It's down to mentality. Southampton are not a bad team. They are progressive. They play progressive football. And what we displayed against Southampton in the previous game, that was a tough game, right? But what we displayed against Sheffield United and then Arsenal is that we lack this mentality to go and get the result, no matter if VAR is messing up, no matter if some of our best players aren't showing up, no matter if the manager can't G up players. We can't overcome when it really matters. We always fall short, and that's what my sort of feeling is around that, man.
Yeah, so mate, you're absolutely 100% in terms of what you're saying is correct, right? At the moment, we've fallen short on the big occasions. You can't say the team completely lacks mentality, right? Is because the reason is we've shown many a time we can take setbacks, go back, go a goal down and come back. What I would say is what it boils down to right now is to win the trophies, right? The squad is just lacking. Unless you get a favourable run, right? And you get a Crystal Palace in the FA Cup final, like we did when Van Gaal won the FA Cup, right? If you get a draw like that, like we had when Jose Mourinho won the Europa League, everybody knows we had an easy ass draw to get to where we did, right? So that if we got that luck again, Ollie for some reason he's not getting it. He's getting all the hard teams right on these routes to these tournaments. But if the draw goes right and if we get to those finals, I believe we can win stuff. But what it's boiling down to at the moment is, Dom, at the end of the day, when we come up against the best teams in Europe, the team is not good enough to compete. That's a fact. Domestically, we're not good enough. On a one-off game, as I said, we're not better than City. We're not better than Liverpool. And in the Europa League, I would say again, in the FA Cup, Man City are in that tournament, so we can come up against them. At the top level, we're just not there yet. And that's okay, Dom, because we're working towards that. I'm not saying that as a criticism. We're working towards that.
But my point is, you're saying we can win these trophies. You say that we can win the Europa League.
I think we can win the Europa League. We can win the Europa League.
But you've just said there and then, we can't beat teams when it really matters. We bottle.
No. Just let clarify. The best teams, and the Europa League doesn't have the best teams. It doesn't have your PSGs. It doesn't have your Real Madrids. It doesn't have your Barcelona. It doesn't have your. No, Dom. Listen to what I'm saying. It's not about good teams because we are a good team and we can beat most good teams. But the best teams, if they show up and perform at their best, we can't compete. We can't compete with Man City at their best.
I completely agree with that. But what I'm trying to say is we also can't compete with okay teams who come up and play their best. This is what I'm trying to say to you, mate. I completely agree.
What?
mate, we lost to Sheffield United, mate.
That's not a trend.
Let me just bring some realism to you, bro, because
I want
to succeed just like you. If anything, I want it more, man. I'm a better fan than you are. Not joking. Listen, right? We're in a situation where we're like, oh, when we come up to the best teams, we can't deliver. I get that. Yeah. I'm completely understand that. But Sean, let's bring it down a bit. Sometimes we play average teams, we can't deliver. How many games for the last 5 league games have we gone up 3-1? We're cruising easy. Mate, we've gone down a goal down every single time, mate. If it's once, I'm like, okay, maybe it's a bit of a fluke. Twice, I'm like, okay, this is getting a bit weird. 3 times, something is wrong. So when you're saying, oh, we only flopped the best teams, mate, we can go up against Europa League team who's okay to good, not the best team, but still struggle if they are tactically set up, tactically aware, and they're playing in sync. At the moment, Manchester United are not playing in sync. There's not a sync. There's not a fluidity. There's not an understanding where that player might be. It's you get to the box and you just think, okay, who's around? No one's thinking, I don't need to look up because I know who's going to be back post. I don't need to look to the back because I know someone's going to be making a run. That's what I'm lacking. And in terms of this whole show, I'm talking about progress. I'm not seeing that progress in that area. I'm not seeing the progress in that area. So
in that area,
League, it's going to be tough. It doesn't matter if we're not playing the best team in the Europa League. We're going to go up against teams that might be further along their development as a team. Because I'll tell you right now, Sean, a team can play better with worse players if they play as a team. We've got some fantastic individual players, but look, we can't deliver when it counts, mate. When it counts, right? Let me go to this point. I'll tell you why it makes sense, right? How much of a perfect situation do we need, right? Let me just explain this, right? We are in a season of coronavirus. I get it. There's so many games coming up every 5 seconds. It's ridiculous. But Sean, we have team depth. We hardly have any key injuries. Do not count Phil Jones. We don't play the brother, right? We have money. We're playing teams in weak moments. We played Arsenal weak moment. We played Liverpool with no centre-backs. We've had no huge COVID outbreaks like a lot of other teams have. And we have world-class players, unlike other teams. But still, after all that, we cannot get over the line and do it when it counts.
Dom.
We needed to beat Sheffield United. We needed to do something against Arsenal, but we're not making it count. That's my problem.
Wait a minute. But this is what I say, right? I think we're overrating some of our players. I said it the other night. How many world-class players have we got?
I'll tell you how many world-class players we got. I think Pogba is a world-class player.
On his day?
Okay, are we doing these little on his days things?
Because Dom, you talk about us being inconsistent, right? World-class players are consistent. Xavi, Iniesta, they are consistent. Xavi, Iniesta, consistent. Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, consistent. Zidane, consistent. These players, Ronaldinho, consistent. These players, to be really world-class, you have to turn up 70, I would say, in my opinion, 75% of the time on your game.
Sure.
Look at Ronaldo, Messi, consistent.
Listen to me. You're forgetting one most important thing. How are those players consistent, Sean? Because they're playing in very well-drilled teams, mate. Xavi and Iniesta were playing for the best Barcelona of their generation. Are you kidding me? Pogba is not playing in the world-class, just like solidified, well-old machine. He's not. He's been playing in a developmental Manchester United for the last 5 years, mate. Are you kidding me? You can't compare Pogba to Xavi and Iniesta when they're playing flicking with Messi. They're playing the best football. That's the worst comparison, mate.
All right, let me give you another. I'll give you another great example. Let me give you another example.
Completely squashed.
Zlatan. I'll make it a bit clearer for you. When we brought in Zlatan Ibrahimovic, we all agree that he's a world-class player, right?
I don't say he's world-class. No.
Okay. So Zlatan Ibrahimovic is not world-class. No. Well, I'm telling you, in my opinion, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a world-class player. He's one of the best players in the last 20 years.
He came to us.
And Dom, if he's not world-class, you're making my point even better because he came in and he showed us what consistency is.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Fantastic. Perfect.
Right. All right. I'm saying to you, when has ever Pogba consistently delivered to that level and made the impact that Zlatan did?
Thank you. Can you
in one season?
I'll tell you right now, I'm not blaming Pogba for like, I can't perform because I haven't got good players around me. I get that. But again, Pogba has shown up and done some crucial games for us.
There's the key word. That is
good every single game.
He scored 28 goals at 36 years of age in the same team as Paul Pogba.
Listen to me, but is Pogba a striker? How are you comparing Zlatan and Pogba?
I'm comparing the impact and consistency of performance.
Don't talk about goals that Zlatan's done with Pogba. You can't compare those.
Of course you can, because it's relative to their position. I'm using goals, right? Because that's relative to Zlatan's position. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. When has Pogba been consistently delivering for us in terms of goals, assists, performance, chance creation? He hasn't, Dom. And you sat here on this channel and you've already agreed that Pogba's been inconsistent.
You cannot compare a striker to a midfielder. That is the most idiotic thing.
Mate.
You can't compare. It's like comparing a window cleaner to a fence painter.
It's not.
He's freaking clean loads of windows, but he's painted loads of fences. Mate, it makes no sense. Listen to me. Zlatan had a good season. Do you remember Pogba's season when he had the highest numbers, right? The highest numbers of the league, right?
One season, yeah.
You're not talking about that. Zlatan, how many seasons was he here? And how many seasons did he excel?
1 season.
Thank you very
Pogba.
much.
No, I'm talking about Pogba.
End of
Pogba did that for 1 season, Dom.
So does Zlatan. So, mate, look, listen to me, right? I'm saying to you, we've got
And he
some
got
world-class players. We've got some world-class players, right? For me,
who else
Pogba would be playing better. Okay, I'm not saying it's all on the team because Pogba needs to step up sometimes when the team ain't playing good. We know that. But his personality, he needs to play with better players to see the best Pogba. I don't really like that, but that's just his morale.
So he can't be world class. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You can't. No, not if you're relying on other people. No.
Right, let's get to comments, guys. Sorry, I can do this all day. Guys, if you're watching, like the video, subscribe if you're new. I'm just Naji's in the building. Naji, what's up?
Big up.
Season at club level. In that season, Zlatan relied mainly on Pogba's assists and chances. Thank you, Naji.
I agree with that,
bro. One of the things I'm trying to say to you, okay, this is the season where everyone's going to say this is our best chance to mount a title challenge, right? You can compare this to, all right, this is our best chance to win a trophy. We got to 3 semi-finals, could not do it. Could not do it. We're in a coronavirus pandemic season where things are going for us, right? We've played weak teams. We've had no coronavirus outbreaks. We've got no serious injuries, and we still can't step up and beat Sheffield United. Look, I just want to see progress, Sean. I want to see this team go to himself, look, and say, guys, look, at the moment, our individual stars ain't cutting it. They're not really doing it. Rashford, mate, I know you're great, but look, you've got to do something different, mate. You need to be more clinical. Cavani, I know you're world class in your day. You can come in and show people how to play, but at the moment, you need about 10 chances to score a goal. Granted, you're not getting a lot of chances made for you, but look, what I'm trying to say to you, Sean, is that these players need to realize, actually, we need to start playing as a flicking team. Sean, the amount of times I've seen Rashford go down the line, right, and I love this guy. Don't ever try and misquote me. The amount of times I've seen him, and Cavani's been free. He's been free as a guy who just started up to Tinder. Free, just out on the prowl. He's literally waiting for Rashford to pass the ball to him, and Rashford's trying to do a step over. And Cavani's, oh my gosh, what is going on? There's been so many opportunities like this, Sean, because we're not playing as a team. We're not playing for the other man. We're not running for the other man. We're not thinking, let me do this pass and let this guy show what he can do. Everybody gets the ball and just goes, all right, I'll pass to you. It's not good. So in terms of the progress we're making and in terms of what we're going to do against Southampton, my team, Manchester United, are not reliable. I can't say to a Southampton fan, mate, you know what? I know we've gone for a bad patch, but we'll come back. I don't know what teams turn up tomorrow, and that's what scares me. That's it.
Bro, well said, man. I hear your frustration, and you know what? There's a lot of factors to why we don't play with some of the cohesion that you want to see as some of the lesser teams. I know you always use examples of other teams, like lesser teams with lesser individuals playing more cohesive football as a unit. And I think like rotation has definitely got a part to play in that. But I also feel like, look, certain players play for themselves.
Oh, they do.
Certain players play for the team. Right?
We're being honest here, bro. Come on, tell me right now what players play for themselves, you think?
Well, this is the one that you just mentioned, right?
Say his name.
And I hate to say it, but Marcus Rashford plays for Marcus Rashford.
Okay.
Now, that's just a fact. And it's taken me a while to say that because he's all, Man United, play for the badge and all that. But ultimately, Marcus Rashford plays for Marcus Rashford. He doesn't like to do the hard yards for the team. He when he's in those positions, he plays for himself. I'll tell you another one.
Go on.
And this is part of our problem, right? Paul Pogba plays for himself. Paul Pogba plays for Paul Pogba. Maybe. And that's one of his biggest flaws is his ego. And he even said as much. Go back and watch the interview he did last week with Sky. And they were saying to him about the team.
Sport with Rio.
Yeah. And I think they even asked him that question directly. And I was shocked because he didn't even try to hide the fact that he puts Paul Pogba before the team. And I don't know what that says about whether his intelligence or what, right? But ultimately, the team, if you listen to someone like, conversely, Bruno Fernandes, when he speaks, the team is most important. I don't care if I score. Rashford, here's the ball. You take the penalty. You need that. You go and score. I don't care. It's not about the Bruno Fernandes show. It's about the team. If we had, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, the hard yards and the hard running he does when he loses the ball, as much as that's for him, it's for the team. It's a sacrifice he's prepared to make for the team. We've got too many individuals.
So who we
who are
got then?
playing for themselves.
Right, Marcus Rashford, you believe, is paying for himself. And
Yeah.
when we say paying for himself, we're not saying he's a selfish person. No, this is football terms. In terms of playing for yourself, is that you're not looking for a pass. Your first thought's not, is someone else in a better position. Oh, that is honestly, is someone else in a better position than me. And this is why this comes down to this, Sean, IQ. And I know you don't like it, but it's IQ, Sean. Look, you know who I love, right? Sancho. And I love this guy. And Wesley was talking about we haven't got any wingers, right?
Yeah.
And that is massively true. We have not got Marcus Rashford, for me, is not a winger. He's not. So we're playing people in the wrong positions, right? If you look at Sancho, his first thought when he dribbles, Sean, do you notice he looks around him? He's always thinking, what's my next move? Marcus Rashford puts his head down, and this is not the Marcus Rashford show. Look, I'm just talking about him as an example. I love the brother. Listen, he puts his head down and just goes. He hasn't got a clue what's here. He's got no wing mirrors. He doesn't know what's behind him. And he probably can't drive a car very well, mate. He's just looking in front. He's probably looking in front, not doing the 6-point check, going like that. He hasn't got a clue what's around of him. His next development, which I know you said may or may not happen, is to actually have some wing mirrors, have some peripheral view, and think to himself, I'm running down a lane, just like flicking Daniel James. I'm running down a lane. Where is around me? What is around me? Sometimes people get the ball, Sean, and before you got the ball, they've looked 5 places first. Yeah. Paul Scholes, one of the best people, did it. Before he got the ball, he's like, all right, the ball's coming to me in a minute. And you know, the problem is, right, you've got Bruno who tries to do these fast passes, but sometimes his head goes so fast. He's made the pass before the ball's come to him. He does a first-time pass, but the opportunity's gone, and he loses the ball because he's not thinking to himself, actually, within that period that the ball's come to me, the situation might have changed.
Do you know what they call that? They call that within the coaching manual. It's the picture. The picture changes.
Exactly.
Right? So you see the picture, but then before you make the pass, some players will be stuck in that pass and still try to make it, even though the picture's changed and they have to check. So I have to keep it 100, man. And I like Rashford,
mate. I love Rashford.
He's never
Rashford. Pogba plays for themselves, and when we say
Rashford's never going to get those wing mirrors. That's just
you don't think he's going to get.
Dom, you get you either have that or you don't, right? And that awareness of the situation around you, you'll have that when you're like 14, 15, bro. If you're not showing that from that age, you're never ever going to be that guy. So I don't think we should expect that of him, and we can't, because he would have had it by now. He's 23 years of age. So he's never going to get that, man.
Well, I think Green was a bit of an anomaly. I think he falls into both boxes because he's greedy because of a couple of things. First of all, he's young. He wants to make his impact and be the star boy, the star player, get even better contract, and just be the best person in world football. He's young. So that's one thing, right? He is definitely young. Secondly, he's a striker. All he knows is getting his head down and shooting with his left or right foot. That's all he knows. Everything else is just preventing him from scoring a goal. It's like Jermaine Defoe. That guy could be seen as selfish, but how many goals did he score? When he got outside that box, you knew he was spinning, shooting and turning. So for me, Greenwood could be seen as selfish in terms of that. But for me, as a striker, I want my striker to be selfish. But Rashford's not playing as a striker. He's playing as an assistive, as a enabler, as a chance maker, as someone who crossed the ball in. I don't remember the time. Have you ever seen Rashford cross the ball in that much?
Dom, Rashford and Greenwood are playing the same position at the moment. So they're both playing in wide position. Greenwood plays for Greenwood, and I would say his selfishness, right, shouldn't be judged necessarily on what he does in an attacking sense when he's going through on goal. It should. But also where you can really look at it is off the ball, when he loses a ball, when the team is backs against the wall. Is he making those extra runs? Is he busting a gut? Is he busting his lungs? Right? And again, Greenwood, I'm sorry, I can't make excuses for him. As much as a talent he is, and I think he's going to be a star of the future, right now, Greenwood plays for Greenwood.
So wait a minute, we've got Pogba, Rashford, Greenwood play. Who plays for the team then? Because this might be a bit easier.
So I'll give you an example. Who's playing? Donny van der Beek.
Yep, 100%.
Team player.
159%.
Fred.
Wait. You said Donny van der Beek and who else?
Fred.
Yeah, from a defensive workhorse mode. Yeah, okay.
In anything, he is about the team. He is working his absolute nuts off to help the team and enable the team to perform. Scott McTominay, team player. He plays for the team.
No, he's not selfish. Yeah, he's just no, he's not selfish. Just his abilities obviously got a ceiling at the moment, but he could get better.
But we're not talking about his ability. We're talking about who plays for the team and who plays for themselves. Scott McTominay plays for Bruno team. I just said that. He plays for the team, right?
Yeah.
When he's picking up the ball, he's got a chance to score a hat trick, and he's given the ball over to Marcus Rashford to take the penalty. How much more of a team player can you be?
You know what, right? You might even be too much of a team player. You know what I mean?
Bro, if that was me, I'm not giving Rashford the ball. I'll say it now. I'm scoring my hat trick straight up.
Bruno, you're like, Bruno, actually, don't look for a first time pass. He's probably going to get cut out, mate. Like, hold it for a bit. Have you ever seen Bruno hold it for like a bit and just like the first thing he's thinking is pass. Like it's crazy. But yeah, look, there's a lot of selfish players in our team, and I don't think they're selfish by just their own demand. I think there's something missing in the coaching department to go, guys, if you're in this area, I want you to do two things. Say you're approaching the box, right? We're playing Southampton, we're on the right wing, okay? Say Rashford's playing him, and he's approaching there. He's got to the edge of the box, the corner of the box. Someone's got to be saying, all right, I want someone to overlap 100%. Okay, if it's not overlapping, I want someone to be available and have two people next to Marcus Rashford to make a triangle. Okay, I want him to have two options at every single time. If you're not an option, make and find space. I'm not seeing that. Okay, so when Rashford's there, right? When Rashford's there, Sean, he's just thinking off the cuff. He's like, what should I do? On the other side, Martial's thinking, all right, let me cut in and try and do a worldie. When's the last time he scored a worldie? His confidence not there. So this is when we need the system of Manchester United and the style and the muscle memory that you're doing in training to come in. If Martial's on the left, someone overlap him. How many times have we seen a cross come in apart if it's only Luke Shaw? I want my wingers to be doing it. I want Martial to cross the ball in one time. Cavani get a lot of chances because no one's crossing the ball in. It's simple.
Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? And you're right. There's a lot of what you're saying is right there in terms of what should be happening. But what I'm saying to you is that there's only so much you can coach, right? I'm sure Ollie is not, when Rashford's getting his positions, Ollie is not telling him to shoot when he should be passing. He's not telling him to ignore Cavani when he's in glaring yards of space. Rashford's not passing in the ball, right? The system...
honestly, Sean, that makes me sick. Sorry, I just keep seeing it.
I know, man. And I'm like, and Cavani, he literally turns around to Ollie and is like, "What the f is this?" And I'm there with him. I was doing the same at the television, right? But almost take my camera out. So what I'm saying is, the system has, as much as the system has to suit the individuals have to play to the system. If you're trying to play a possession-based game, or you want to play a possession-based game, where the team comes first and you've got a bunch of selfish individuals that are not making the right decisions to enable that system to come to fruition, then it's never going to work. Luke Shaw could run up and down that wing and overlap all day, but if Rashford's just going to do a little check and then try to shoot and hit the side netting, he's wasting his energy. And then eventually what happens is he's going to stop making those runs because he knows he's not going to get the ball. Exactly. And the whole team dynamic breaks down. So that is not coaching. That is based on the individual player playing for the team and wanting, when you've got two options, making the right decision and not the selfish one.
You know what, right? If you think about it, we know that Donny van der Beek is the most team player in this team. He plays for the team. His first thought is, how can I make a better position by using the resources around me? You've got 10 players. Including the goalkeeper, use them. Use the 10 players. If you look at Martial and the way Martial plays, Martial shouldn't really be a team player because he's got such silky feet and he can retain the ball. But Martial is one of our best team players. His pass completion in terms of how he tries to enable people. He does his little runs, but he's always trying to lay it off, hold it on. Martial is a team player, but because he's not doing very well at the moment, he's holding on to the ball a bit more because he doesn't see the movement around him. He doesn't see players making runs. He doesn't see this, and this is where the whole team dynamic goes. And I want to talk about this, right?
Do you know what it is?
Talk about our team lineup, right? Because,
Okay.
guys, I'm going to bring my team lineup in right now, okay? And I'm going to explain why I've gone with this, okay? If anybody says this team lineup is dead, mate, we've not won in 2 games. I could put in freaking, I don't know. I could put in Phil Jones, and you couldn't say to me it wouldn't work.
So, Dom, you flipping the order today. You normally put my team up first.
No, I'm putting my one first. Mix it up every week, man. What's up?
All right, let's go. Let me see what you got, brother.
All right. I don't care. We can play. We should be able to play any team, and just every player plays for the collective. Okay. So this is what I've done. All right. And I'm going to get this straight up.
Let's have a look.
And we're going to do this. All right. Here we go.
I feel like there's going to be some nasty surprises in there tonight.
I don't care if there's nasty surprises. We won a game, mate. I could put whatever team I want up, and we'll just see what happens. I don't care. All right. This is my team. We've got
Change the shape.
Yeah, I've changed the shape.
Whoa.
It's fluid.
Okay. All right.
It's fluid. You could easily have Pogba and Matic come back and Bruno goes into 10. Why is it all these things like, oh, stay in your positions? Mate, we could be fluid. Relax. Cool. So we've got De Gea in the back, right? Obviously, he's there. Henderson will come in the cup games. I love Henderson for what he can do easy, but we just know we're playing De Gea. We need to get the confidence back up for him. Shaw on the left, I need that safety net. He's so reliable. I love Telles, but for Southampton, they're dangerous. We need that left side needs to be locked off. Maguire plays. He'll play with one leg. He plays, right? Bailly comes in for the pace that they're going to have with Walcott, with Ings, 100%. And because we're playing Matic, we need Bailly to play. Matic is not the fastest person, but he'll allow us to have possession. So we need Bailly to protect Matic and allow Matic to keep the ball and play it out and give it to the better players. AWB picks itself. We're not playing Brandon Williams, even though Ollie's saying we're keeping him, but AWB plays. Then we go to Pogba and Bruno. Pogba and Bruno are such good players that they can easily move around this front 4, right? Or front 5. Pogba can easily drop back when we're on the back foot next to Matic, and Bruno's just running around like a headless chicken. I love that guy. Okay, but when we're going forward, there's nothing wrong with having Matic sit back. We know we've got Bailly for the flicking the counter, and let Bruno and Pogba just have some fun. We know that Bruno's ball retention is not as good. He will give away the ball. But when we got Van der Beek on the right, we know he can make up for Bruno and force Bruno to make some quick, simple passes, because Van der Beek is an enabler. He makes people play simply. Then we've got Martial on the left, again, a possession-based player. And then I'm mixing it up. Let's see what Greenwood could go up front. We could easily play Cavani, no problem. But why not play Greenwood? Bring on Cavani if we need him. Bring on Rashford if we need him. There is nothing wrong with this team because we have not won a game in the last 2 games, right? And we've not, and it's just 2 games, whatever. But it's the manner of how we've drawn and lost. This team is strong enough for me,
bro. I hope for the life of me, Ollie doesn't play that team because we're not beating Southampton with that team, mate. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you
sure.
that.
I'll be honest with you. You've got no right to say that, mate. Because you know why I tell you that. You know why I tell you that. Go on. You did the lineup prediction and got it perfectly right for that last game. And what happened?
Against Arsenal.
And what happened?
And we drew.
Yeah, exactly. So
what's wrong? And that was not a terrible result.
No. I'm trying to put a team to win. You just picked a team to draw, mate.
Bro, you're playing Southampton. That was against Arsenal. There's a bit of difference in quality. Bit of difference in quality, mate.
There's no one can say that this team is rubbish or it doesn't make sense because the team is the team, mate. You pick a team.
I feel like looking at it, right? I think the back 4 is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You'll see my team in a minute. It won't be my back 4, but there's nothing wrong with that back 4. I think changing up the midfield is potentially problematic against a high energy team like Southampton. There's not a lot of you haven't put any of our athletic players and high energy players in the midfield. And I also think that on the right hand side, we're very imbalanced out there. I think we're very imbalanced with Van der Beek. There's a lack of pace out on that side with Bruno, Van der Beek, and AWB. And then up front, I think Greenwood. I think eventually that's where he'll end up. But again, I've seen him play up there in a couple of games. He will need support around him because I think he's a little bit lightweight. I just feel like, I feel we'll be a bit blunt with that team going forward in the wide areas. I think it's imbalanced. I don't think that's the biggest thing I see there. It's not balanced.
Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, I know you're saying, right? I know you're saying that we're lacking pace up front. We've played with Cavani, Martial, Rashford, Bruno, and we've got all the pace and stuff, and it hasn't worked, Sean. It hasn't worked. I feel like you're stuck in this safe zone that we have to play the speed and stuff. But mate, it's not proving to work. And when we have played that team and with the same formation and playing speed up front, we've won, but we've gone down like 1-0, and we've had to have a Pogba screamer, and they've not been effective. So for me, there's nothing wrong with trying this out, seeing if the balance can work, because Van der Beek is so clever that he will make up for that sort of speed not having it. We've seen Mata play in that position, look up with Bruno, and been freaking awesome. Let's see what the comments are saying.
I was going to say, what are the comments saying about that lineup?
What's going on? All right, let's start with Nate G. Tell him Dom been saying from day. Minus goals and assists help the team. A similar IQ. Yep, there you go.
Who's he talking about there?
Swap Matic for Tuanzebe.
You know what?
Urshan's saying Pogba Bruno's number 8 will be fire. Appreciate that, man. What we got? Love that lineup. I'd rather have Fred over Matic. It's debatable, but I've put Matic in there because he 100% keeps the ball better than Fred. Fred's passing completion is just not great. Marco, with that team, we still have a strong bench. What we got? I'm actually sold in this team selection. Wesley, I have no problem with this team. Strong bench, which could be handy. I'd love to see Rashford off the bench. I think was 100%. Greenwood isn't ready to be a number 9 in my opinion, but he can interchange with Martial 100%. Mabanda, Chickens Mabanda, yes. That's a brilliant team. This team will let the ball do the work. Brilliant, Dom. So people are liking it. There's mixtures.
You've been selective with the comments there, mate.
Mate, of course I'm selective. It's my it's my show, mate. I'm not going to show the crappy ones.
Mate, you got to be balanced, man. All right, let me flip it. Let me show you my line. Bring up my lineup then. Let's go.
Mate.
You've been so selective. I've noticed because I watched the shows back and I'm like, why didn't Don read out this comment? Why has he not read this comment out?
I'll show you. Wait.
So,
all right, let me show Sean's one. Sean is one funny guy. All right, here we go. All right, Sean's selection, people. Just tell me what you think about this.
All right, so go for it. Like now, I think the people got their wish. There's a big glaring absentee from this lineup. Dom, have you spotted him?
Let me see. Rashford, mate, is it?
Rashford's one, but mate, Al Magnifico has been replaced. Look who I've got playing at number 10. For all the people say I don't rate Donny, or I've got no respect for Donny. Donny, look where he is now.
All right, guys, let me know what you think about Sean's team.
I always said, Dom, what did I say? I said there's a long season, bro. I said there's a long season, so many games coming up. We will need everybody. You have to bide your time and be patient. For me, this is the time to give Bruno a rest and let Bruno take a chill pill and let Van der Beek step up. The team is not performing. The team is not playing. We're off form, right?
Just waiting for a positive comment for your team lineup. I'll let you know.
You could, yeah. Let me know when it comes, man. You'll be selective with those comments, man. It's all good.
I'll let you know when the positive comment comes for your team selection.
Bro, let it come. I don't mind if it's positive or negative because I know this team right now. If Ollie plays that team tomorrow, we're going to go out and slap Southampton. We've got the energy of Fred. We've got the creativity and drive of Pogba. He's fit. For me, Bruno is tired. Rashford is dropped after that last performance. We both agree on that. Yeah, he needs to sit out. I'll speak to Rashi and say, look, son, take a chill pill. I think you played a lot of games. Your decisions and performance has been off. We're going to bring him back in for Everton. I want him fresh for the weekend. I've looked at the games that we've got ahead because we've got Everton coming up. Then we've got the another league game. Then the Europa League is going to start. I've gone with Lindelof and Maguire because, again, I want to keep that solidarity and I want to bring Bailly in for the Everton game, for the FA Cup game. I want Bailly fit and raring to go for that. Tellez and AWB. Nah, I'm saying we've got the fullbacks. I want Luke Shaw rested as well. I want Luke Shaw rested for this game. And again, bring him in for the cup game. Because for me, we've got to go for the FA Cup. So we need a strong, fit, and fresh lineup for this game. If this team can't go out and play and beat Southampton, we got problems. I'm saying Martial's off form, right?
Yeah, go on.
But I'm saying to Martial as well, I need you to step up. We need you. Go out, show why you need to be in this team. Cavani, again, go out, show why you need to be in this team.
Sure. You know what? Let's put it to the comments, guys. Whose team selection do you prefer? All you need to put is Dom or Sean. Just put Dom or Sean, and we'll let the people decide. Okay, all right? Because Sean,
you want to make this into a competition between me and you? Okay.
You're ripping into my team like a pair of jeans.
Yeah, I'm ripping into that team, man.
Let's see what team.
Guys,
all you do is say Dom or Sean. Which lineup do you prefer? Because Sean's trying to have me out. Like, it's a Monday night. I thought the team was all right, and he's trying to have me out. So let's see what they say. All right, I've got one for me already. You're losing already, Sean. You're
go on. All right, go on. What's it saying? How many more we got?
Here we go. I'd rather play Dom's team. Thank you very much. See you later, mate. Sean, love you, brother, but Dom wins. Sorry. I love that. You got Dom there. Sean, mate, look. I understand what you're saying, bro. But
I can't see how your team beats mine. I'm just telling you straight up. If our 11s played each other and we did a sim game on FIFA, right? My team's spanking yours. It's gonna be a 6-0, bro.
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. All I'm gonna do is just put these comments up.
No, I don't, bro. You know, I love the people. You know what?
Let's simmer for a bit. Let me simmer. Chicken Mabanda's Dom team.
Bro, I love. You know what? Your team. I respect your team, and I respect the opinion of our fan base and our supporters on this channel. But sorry, guys, my team. This team here, United team. This team here is superior.
I was getting excited. So this is how I feel right now, Sean.
Go on. Well, Dom, no, don't. Let's not get giddy. Go look at this team, right, and pick some holes in that lineup. Tell me where the flaws are.
What the lineup? You know what?
To beat Southampton. Yeah, go on.
You know what I'm gonna do, right? You know what I'm gonna do? Because you're trying it, mate. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something. You keep talking for a second. I'm gonna do something. You tell me why.
No. I want you to pick holes in the team and tell me why that team is not good.
All right, I'm gonna show you something right now, mate. You haven't got a clue what you're doing in your life. One sec.
Dom, man.
I'm gonna show you something, mate.
I don't want to show. I don't even show me anything. I want you to go on that team and pick some holes in that team.
Mate, I'm gonna pick some holes straight away, mate.
With tactical,
mate. I've got
technical analysis. That's what I want to see,
mate. I've got some freaking grout filler for your team, mate, because it's gonna have links in it, mate.
Mate.
Here we go.
And same in the comments as well.
Here we go. All right, I got this up now. Here we go.
Oh, no.
All right, here we go. So this is what we're looking at, right? These are the two teams, guys. On the left, you've got whose team is that? That's Sean's team on the left.
They're both my teams. You've got to change. You haven't put your team in yet.
Oh, flip's sake. One sec. I'm gonna put both teams up. Let's have a look. Because this is really important. This is really important. So I have to do this right. I'm doing this right. So yours want to be on the left and mine on the right, yeah?
I don't mind what side it's on, mate. The result's still the same.
That's what I'm telling you right now. Flicking, don't know what you're doing, mate. You need to go get some food after this. All right, here we go. I got it.
Go on, Dom. Talk to me, man.
The same team up again. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys.
I like that. Yeah.
All right. So this is the situation, right, where for me, you're paying De Gea. We both got De Gea. No problem with that. Tellez for me, there's no. I know rotation's fine, but what is the point in bringing Tellez into this game?
All right, I'll tell you why.
But what's so sure?
Let me tell you. You're gonna let me answer.
Oh, go on.
The reason we need to play Tellez in this game is because we need to look at the bigger picture in terms of the next 2 or 3 fixtures. So Tellez.
So what's the next fixture then?
The next fixture is the FA Cup game, which we have to win.
Okay.
We need to win a trophy. So I'm saving Luke Shaw for that game, knowing that Tellez is good enough. Southampton haven't got a huge amount of threats. They're on a terrible run, right, by the way. They're on an awful run of form. Since they beat Liverpool, they have not won a game. They're barely scoring any goals. I don't fear their attack. So I think so. What I'm saying is Tellez is good enough to get us through this game.
Mate, our next
and
game
keep
is
Luke Shaw fresh.
The next game isn't FA Cup, mate.
Sorry, we got West Ham and then the FA Cup, right?
No, mate, we got Everton.
So we got Everton.
So you've got that wrong twice.
So hold on, we've got Everton. No, we've got Everton. We've got Everton this weekend.
You said we got
and then
FA
who we got?
Mate. So Tellez don't need to play, son.
So wait, who's the next game after that?
You're out the window, mate. You don't know what you're talking about.
Dom, who have we got after that? No, tell me what the fixtures are if you just looked.
You said we got FA Cup. That's why you bring Tellez in.
Dom, tell me the fixtures because I might have got it wrong.
No, you have got it wrong, mate. I've just confirmed.
So what are they? So I'm asking you, what are they? Stop laughing and talking rubbish. Just tell me we got. Yeah, West Ham.
We got West Ham.
And then what?
9th, mate.
So, and when's the FA Cup game?
FA Cup game is, I don't know, mate. We got Tottenham after that. No, we haven't got. We got who we got? Manchester United v.
Dom, I checked the fixtures, mate. I checked the fixtures for our. When's the FA Cup game?
Mate, it's not then. It's not in the next 2 weeks.
So
mate.
no, Dom, that's rubbish. It is. Because I checked. You've missed something, mate.
Tell me why Tellez is playing if we're not playing FA Cup.
Nah, hold on. I'm gonna check because I need to fact check because you can't tell me when it is.
I'll tell you. I'm just like wind you up, mate. It's fantastic. All right, we've got the FA Cup game is next. When is that? All right. So our next fixtures are. Let's have a quick look. We got Southampton, Everton, and then West Ham is the FA Cup game on the 9th.
On the 9th of February.
Tellez, we're saving Tellez for the FA Cup game.
So that's Tuesday, right?
Yeah, so take him out because your whole plan is gone.
No. Okay. So I'm still gonna stick with him anyway because I think for this game we've got enough for Tellez. We're saving for the Everton game because out of the two games, I feel Everton is a better game for Luke Shaw to play. That's my answer.
You said left back, yeah, okay, whatever. So let's go to midfield. I'm playing Matic. I know he's slow. I get that. I know he's slow, but that's the reason I'm playing Bailly to make up for his deficiencies. Fred is not good at retaining the ball, okay? And Southampton are good at retaining the ball. They play good passing football. Play Matic, who is actually a CDM. People keep forgetting that Fred is not a CDM. Matic is our only professional specific CDM. Play him in the CDM position, which I have, and let the two number 8s, Pogba and Bruno, start conducting the team. Because what I'm seeing with you, Sean, and Pogba and Fred, Pogba is not a CDM and Fred is not a CDM. And you've got Lindelof playing at the back. You might as well just go to your front door, leave it open and go sleep and say, enemy, come in, get some tea and get a couple of digestive biscuits. You might as well just do that with that team.
Bro, we should be on the front foot, man. We should be on the front foot.
We lost.
And we need high energy. No one in our team can match Fred, Pastor Fred, for energy. We need his energy. We need his tackling. We need all of that in midfield because that midfield that midfield you got there with Bruno, Pogba, and Matic, bro, they're gonna get overrun. I'm sorry, they're gonna get overrun, mate. They're gonna get overrun.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you what I'm talking about, man.
Sean, you're saying that Fred's got energy. Tell me right now, if I gave my mum a Red Bull, she would have energy, but she won't be able to flick and stop people scoring goals. What are you talking about? It's not about energy. It's about the formation and playing a proper CDM where he's supposed to play a CDM.
And it's about personnel.
You're putting Greenwood on the right. Listen, you're putting Greenwood on the right. He's not a right winger. Why do we keep playing people out?
Why do you keep saying that? Why do you keep saying that? He's played many times out there, and I can't keep repeating myself, right?
In the last 10 games.
That's not because of where he's playing. Because when he was playing there, Dom, let me finish. Because when he was playing there last season and banging goals for fun, you weren't saying that.
No, but
nobody was saying that.
The teams have to understand how Greenwood plays, Sean.
So what? Now move him up front, and they're not gonna understand how he plays.
Yes, because he's an unknown entity. Because he needs to play up front where he plays, Sean. The guy has even came out. Greenwood's own words. He said, "Oh, people are starting to understand what I do now. They know I'm gonna do step overs. I need to change up my game." They've figured out Greenwood, so we're still playing him on the right when he's not a winger. At least let him play in his natural position, where the guy's like, you know what, I'm actually going to play up front. And
not ready yet.
He might not be ready yet, Sean, 100%. But give him a chance. And if we don't, we bring Cavani in. That's it. I don't want
to risk that. I want Cavani on from the start because I want him to score goals.
I want, for a fact, right, that Greenwood's has a better shot than Cavani, right? You know that, right?
A better shot than Cavani. Listen, Cavani is one of the best strikers over the last 20 years. he is one of the top 5 strikers that's played a game. When he's fit, he can't play 10 games in a row.
Yeah,
but
so
he's been out of the team, so he's got to play because he's been. Ollie rested him for a game recently.
You know what? I'd rather play Cavani against
play.
Everton, who Everton are such a combative team. I'd rather play Cavani against Everton. That's a perfectly suited game for him.
Bro, Dom, where the hell are... I've just got to say as well, looking at that team, we've got... Where's the goals going to come from?
Sorry, what? My team? Where the goals?
Yeah, where's your goals going to come from?
Sorry, Sean.
Where's your goals going to come from?
You're trying it now, Sean. You're trying to have a laugh at me. You're winding
Where's the goals, mate? I'm just telling you. Wait.
Where are the goals?
Where are the goals?
Are you kidding me, mate? You're not
Greenwood, right?
Listen to me, Sean.
You're relying on Greenwood. You're relying on Greenwood and Van der Beek as your main goal scorer.
Everybody stop for a second. Sean's just said to me where the goal's going to come from. Sean's not even starting Bruno, who scored all our goals and assists. You are talking absolutely rubbish, mate.
I'm saying in your front line, Dom. Where's your goals going to come from, mate? How many goals has your main striker got?
Sean,
rubbish. He's on form.
How many goals has Cavani got?
How many goals has Cavani got?
4, right? And two came in one game, right? Okay.
Yeah.
How many goals has Bruno got?
How many goals has he got in his career, Dom?
Oh, here we go. How many goals?
How many goals has he got in his career, Dom?
I've lost you, mate. Guys, I want to apologize.
You've got to rely. You've got to rely. If you've got to rely on someone, all right. Let me put it another way for you.
I'm so sorry.
If you're going through 1-on-1, and you've got one chance, right? Who are you relying on to score the goals for you? Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood, right?
1-on-1, you're running towards goalkeeper, yeah?
One-on-one. There's one. No, it could be any situation. I'm saying to you, as a striker, who you relying on to get you the goals? If you've got to put your house on someone scoring you goals for the season, when you're struggling in a team which is struggling to score goals at the moment, right? Our forward line is not functioning. Everyone's off form. Cavani's not really on form. Martial's not form. Rashford's not on form. Greenwood's not on form. But what I'm saying is, I'm going with the proven, experienced goal scorer in that situation to get me the goals.
Sean, no, I've got no problem with that. But mate, I'm not saying he stays at home and does knitting with his daughter. I'm saying to stay on the bench, see what Greenwood could do in his rightful position, like Simba in his rightful throne, Hakuna Matata, and see what he does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I hear that. But I'm saying we can't take that risk right now. We needed to play.
Take the risk, and you're not even starting Bruno.
Shall I tell you why I'm not starting Bruno?
Logics don't make sense.
Shall I tell you why I'm not starting Bruno? I'll tell you why I'm not starting Bruno. I haven't addressed it.
No, listen.
I've not addressed that yet.
You're talking about goals and assists, okay? I've got Bruno in there, who is our best goal and assister, right? I've got Van der Beek, who keeps the ball, who plays for the team. He's an enabler. We already discussed that at the beginning of the show. And I've got Greenwood. You saying Greenwood's not been scoring on the right? I wonder why. Because he's not playing in his right position. If he's
Dom, I've just addressed that because when he was in his right position, he was scoring loads.
No, listen.
He was scoring loads on that right wing. And no one was saying that. So you can't go and repeat that again.
Teams have sussed him out this season, Sean. He came out and said it. You could argue agreeing with himself.
It's not about his position. It's the way he's playing the position.
No, listen to me.
He's not about his position.
Do you think Green was a winger? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Play out there very well. Better than Van der Beek.
No, is Greenwood a winger? I've asked you.
He can play out there better than Van der Beek. Simple.
Why are you not answering me? Is he a winger?
And he's proven it.
No, I'm not doing it. You're not answering my question.
He's proven it. He's proven it. Dom, because when you try and ask me these crazy questions, I'm not answering it. We're not going to do that. Mate, we're not going to do that.
On a Tinder date, you would be the worst date ever. They'd be like, "Oh, Sean, where are you from?" You'd be like, "No, but Bruno should be on the bench." That's what you would say to her. They'd be like, "Sean, so
I hear you, man.
Like walking in the park, you'd be like, no, but Van der Beek, he's not good though." I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" I'm asking you a question.
You haven't let me address. You haven't let me address why Bruno's not in the team yet.
A winger. I'm asking.
You haven't allowed me to address.
You are something else,
Bruno, mate. And why he's not in the team.
You are something else.
Because I can address it. Because everyone's wanted Donny to start, and then when Donny starts, and I put him in, you're not happy. I can't win.
Anyway, guys, like the video.
I can't win, mate.
Guys, like the video. Sorry about Sean.
I'm surprised, man.
And subscribe if you're new. We've had fun.
Yeah, like the video, guys. Subscribe. Love you all, man.
Yeah, we love you all. We've had fun with you guys, and we're just hoping we get a smile on our face. And tomorrow night, we'll be back with the match reaction straight after the game.
I'm praying. I'm praying Ollie does not pick that team, because we will lose if he picks your team. We will lose.
Sean,
and you know why? That is why the rest of the fan base are not the manager of Man United, because they all went with your teammate.
Sean, if you were manager of Manchester United, I would change teams. I would find a new team.
Hey, leave it out, man. Leave it out, bro. Don't
follow you into the battlefield, mate. If it's Game of Thrones, right, and you're on one side, I'm going to the freaking White Walkers, mate. I'm going nowhere near you.
I don't even watch Game of Thrones, so mate, I can't relate to that.
First person to die, mate. I tell you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to smash a like. We'll be back tomorrow for the match reaction. If you haven't checked out the review of the Arsenal game, we went in deep. We had Nady on there, Aiden. We had an Arsenal fan. Check out that video. It's just in the channel. Subscribe if you're new. We appreciate you. Have good nights. And guys, you guys are the freaking best. Peace out. A-Town down. Woo!